Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Logo, go away. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey. Hey, listen. How's everyone doing? All you fantastical, fantastical creatures. It is the Monday, the study Monday. We gotta do the studies. There's the reference. There we go. Okay. Hey, Avoerde Breakfast, Chillstrand. Heyo, Q, Zeal in the arms. Yeah, good morning, happy Monday. Like I said, study Monday. Gotta get that study in. I think I'll try to finish this one today. I don't think I want to spend any more time on it than the 2 warm-ups. I mean, it is what it is. Just an observational practice. So this time, hey, Jacob Mobley. Yeah! Obs. Heyo. Yeah, so, yeah. Firestarter magazine, by the way. Cool guy. He's announced some new stuff on the website, like new functions. Like you can, yeah, go check the Facebook group. He put a post there, probably on the website as well. Hey, Eric Moy. Eric, I really like your latest illustration with those 2 giants. It looks awesome. Good job, man. Wicked stuff. Hey, Zootin, you're back. Welcome back. What up? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And by the way, just as a reminder, there's an alternative way to support this channel. If you don't want to donate actual money, you can Bitmine, crypto mine to an account I've set up. It's on support. It just uses your CPU. There's no like dirty stuff in there. It's I had a programmer look through it, and he said it's all straightforward, clean. You know, there's no dirty stuff in there. Just as a heads up, if you guys want to. Anyways, hey, Derbart, how's it going? Yeah, still life. You won. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start the timer. Whoa. Okay. Study Monday. Let's do it. Okay, so how's everyone doing? My weekend was pretty nice, actually. I'm noticing some issues here. I'm gonna redo. My wife is abroad on business, so I was alone with the kids, just taking it easy, you know. There's something off here. The pair. Definitely the pair. Oh. The pair is way too far. It has to be more like that, right? Something like that. Yeah. Hey, Eternal Lady. Dearborn, yeah, I mean, you gotta love the kids, right? less those little things. I think that is way more accurate now. Should have some stuff like that, some warm tones there. That's probably a little bit more accurate. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to this one. It needs to be way cooler as well. It's way more cooler tones in there, grayer. Kind of like a beige. But I'm never going to be able to nail it, not with this kind of rush time. So I'm just going to kind of fake it a bit. That's interesting. Oh yeah, it's on the top layer. You go here, mister. Okay. Let's see if we can't put those highlights in somewhat correctly now. It's on that side of the cherry, yeah, approximately there. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Somewhat better. Somewhat better. Oh, it's this one. That's shitty. Oh, really? A voodoo breakfast? Yeah, that's nice. I love like reconnecting with old friends. Uh, you know, you have so much more to talk about. Like, oh, what have you done? Oh, this or that, and it's nice, man. I'm a big fan. I used to invite friends over all the time, and then kids in life happened, and then all of a sudden there's no time for anything. The older you get, the more actively you have to try to not let friendships die. When you're younger, there's so much free time and less responsibilities in that sense, that you can just kind of like, oh, let's go hang out, and you just hang out. With the older you get, the more responsibilities, the more you have to plan. You have to plan your free time. Okay, now when I'm gonna get a free time, I have to go visit this person, do that thing, and it's like that's no free time. It's just but that's how it is. But you guys know that probably. Hey Mila, all hail Queen Mila. Yeah, that's how it is. It's so funny. And you laugh when you're younger. It's like, oh man, that's like such a like mom dad's thing to do. You know, like they plan the weekend, they're free, and then you kind of laugh at them, and then all of a suddenly, bam, you are yourself there. You're in that spot, like talking to your friends. Like we should do something. We should do something this weekend. Let's plan it. You know, let's have a picnic, or whatever. And you're like, oh shit. That day when you realize I am my mom and dad, it's okay. You just have one extra beer and cry yourself to bed to sleep. No, just kidding. I love being a dad. It's good stuff. I think the biggest thing I love about it is have brought these two people to life. These small little things that will enhance someone's life directly and create new life. This is so awesome. I'm really, you know, I love my children. Yeah, that's awesome. 4 hours party. And then without kids, you can actually sleep in the morning. You're like, what's this? This is magic. This is a great idea of sleeping in. Why haven't I thought about that before? And then the kids come home and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Now I remember. Earlier, when we just had the kids, what me and my wife used to do was like, say like you're taking care of the kids or kid. That time we only had one at that time. Like you take care of the kid tomorrow morning. Like I'm going to get drunk, and then you had like guilt-free party because you knew like the kid will be taken care of. You can just go and enjoy yourself, and then we like swapped. Okay, now it's your turn. The only downside is that we hardly had time to do it together. You know, like go party together, but you gotta do something because as a parent, you know, those of you who are parents, you know, like it's so taxing. You really gotta find like off switches, and they don't all the time manifest in alcohol. You know, some people enjoy working out, and that's how they stress relief. But yeah, it's funny. Just yeah, just talk to your friend, talk to your paintings. No, but on a that's an interesting point, Eternal Lady. It's so important to have a social life as well, because if you don't feel anything and you're not engaged in anything, you're not going to be able to put anything into your creations, and that's when your art becomes stiff and boring, because there's no input, right? It's just technical regurgitations. You know, if you get hired to do a bar scene, like a party or you know, whatever, and if you don't have that memory of how it feels to be in a bar or in a party or on a boat or skiing, uh, you know, in the winter, or you know, how could you translate that into your interpretation of what the client wants? So for me, it's really important to do stuff at the same time as being focused on art. You know, so take time to experience, take time to go out, take time to have friends. You know, because friends also, if you know, take care of your friends, they'll be there regardless if you're working with art or not. Hey, Bon 88. How's it going, man? Captain Bouse. Bouse. Dear Bird. Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, if you don't like people, don't go out and meet people. That's clearly, you know, a simple solution. An introvert doesn't necessarily mean that you don't need human interaction. Maybe they get their human interaction from another location, you know. But having experiences is important. You know, introverts, you know, sure, you can be an introvert, but maybe you go and experience things alone. You know, go to the cinema alone, or you know, watch movies or read books. That is experiences as well, and not just art. You know, you have to have stuff, experiences or things to put into your art at the same time as the technical skill. You know, that grape needs a better shape. It's not correct. It has to be more like that, I think. And this has to be shorter. Oh, hey, Helix. Good morning. Welcome. Helix. Mila, yeah, exactly. Like I said, I mean, it's completely okay to be an introvert, but you definitely need input. It's so important. I mean, some like you said, you have a boyfriend, Mila, uh, and that could be your exposure to experiences. I had some dirty joke there, but I skipped it. Um, but yeah, I mean, the importance of having an experience is so. I think it's so, so important. A lot of people, especially in the beginning, forget it. And also having friends in the same field of interest is also massively helpful. Like a lot of friends, when I was living in Brighton in UK, I had them over, and we ate food. I cooked food. We went to coffee places, but a lot of the interaction was us sitting and drawing and talking, and maybe we went to a museum, um, stuff like that as well. It's so important that to release stress. I mean, some people don't like mingling with people, and then it doesn't become a stress reliever. It becomes another point of it, of anxiety, and then it's counterproductive, right? The ideal situation is to find something where you can interact with the world and experience things stress free. That's the ideal situation. Hey, Andrea, you're back. Woohoo! Andrea. Mila, yeah, absolutely. I absolutely know that feeling as well, and it's definitely not beneficial to be in a new town. And the whole like social stigma of you have to have friends is also counterproductive. But that doesn't. I mean, I'm not talking about everyone needs to have friends. I'm just saying that you have to have experiences in order to be able to put something into your art, and that doesn't necessarily mean or include friends in that sense. But friends are beneficial, and you do things with friends. You know, be it your boyfriend or your best friends forever, your BFF. Personally, like I experienced that the older you get, the harder it is um, to first of all get new friends. Secondly, to maintain old friends. It's a really weird feeling. You wouldn't think so growing up, but life definitely changes over time, which is interesting. Ohms, yeah, exactly. Thanks, man. Thank you. But that was the idea of this in a way. Was to create a pool of people who are interested in art, who are open and friendly. Obviously, we have organically weeded out the idiots We had some trolls at some time, but they were quickly, you know, no one bit on their trolls, so they just faded out. Captain Jetlag, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's true. I mean, and if you feel forced to go and interact with people, then that's going to be counterproductive. So it's really important, like, to not force the issue of interaction with people just because it's have to be that. I mean, that's why I'm saying about experiences rather than go do things with people. You know. But I think it's an interesting subject, and it's an important subject to experience. At least some of the like staples of new experiences, like travel, meet new people, see new things, experience new things physically. You know, be swimming, ice diving, sauna, skydiving. I would never skydive, but you know, you get my point. Avoid a breakfast. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that things change over time. It means you're evolving, right? Situations are evolving and they're not stagnant. I think that's important. Then, if it's the if it's changing to the right thing, then you can always adjust the course. Like I always said to my wife, like when some shitty thing happens, and she gets easily like flushed by it. She's like, "Oh shit, this is bad." Like when something happens that is bad, I say, well, it's happened. You know, now it's done. We can't change the fact that it has occurred, this bad thing, right? So question is, what are we going to do about it? And that's my point, you know, like it's that point. Even if things change to the bad, you know, it has changed. And then you have the option to be aware of it and change it to whatever you need it to change. So that's my philosophy, like with when it comes to time and passing of time. Like you will never able to do the right decision straight away. It has to like grow, and you can always adjust it. And if something good happens, it has happened. If something bad has happened, well, that has also happened. And then learn from your mistakes, you know, and all that, all that jazz. Captain Jetlag, yeah, definitely. I mean, the more responsibilities, the less free time you have to just lounge. So everyone says, "Oh, let me check when I'm free." But the fact that just having once a month, uh, let's say, meeting with someone is really nice. And I've made sure here to create this one Friday beer routine with people that I'm friends with. I tell them, let's go to this bar for one beer on Friday after work. So we go and just sit and talk, maybe have another beer, and then everyone like, okay, nice talking to you. Have a great weekend. See you next Friday. And that little thing, for me, is so rejuvenating. And like I get my little social interaction injection. Deer bar, there was two or three, I think, but they were very short lived. There was one guy who came and started talking about his penis all the time, which was such a weird thing to talk about. But it apparently made him happy. Like, I have a penis, or whatever he wrote. It was such a weird thing to troll about. It's like, all right, good for you, buddy. Good for you. You know, painting stuff like this makes me want to go back to traditional. One of the first paintings I ever did was a plate of lemons for my mother in oil. She still has it, and it's still pretty good oil painting actually. I'm quite proud of it actually. Um, it is very similarly painted as this study, you know, like big brush strokes and so on. It's quite nice. I don't mind it at all, actually. Look, whenever I go home to her, I look at it and go, like, tilt my head and go, huh. Not too shabby, Bjorn. GG. Then I high five my mother. Dear Bart, yeah, exactly. I mean that the little effort it takes to say let's meet for a beer on Friday, and of course some Fridays someone can't, and then you go, all right, see you next Friday instead, and you know life can happen. But the fact that all you need to do is sit for an hour or so with people you know, and then walk away is not a massive obligation, and you could easily squeeze that in on your way back from work, or not if you don't have time that week. But the fact that the option is there, I think, is a really nice option for a lot of people who come and join. You know, some people don't even drink. They have have a glass of Coca-Cola or something. But the fact that just sitting and talking, and then they tell some friend of theirs, like, oh, I go to this place every Friday for a beer, and they also join in. You know, and it's quite nice. Just sit there and talk. They go, all right, have a great one. See you next Friday. Or like, do you want to go for another beer somewhere else, or let's go, you know, to the cinema or whatever. It has happened as well, which is nice. Captain Jetlag, yeah, exactly. I mean, in this situation, it's a beer because I love beer, right? And a Friday beer after work is like a little treat for you. It's like, good job, Bjorn. Another week down. So it's in my case something I enjoy. I'm not saying to all of you you have to go drink a beer because that's the way to do it. I'm just saying in my situation that is what has happened. What the scenario I have set up, right? It could easily be let's go have a coffee every Friday or Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you know, whatever. And the more it becomes routine, the more fun it is and relaxing it is. And especially if it's guilt free, you know, where you can just go, oh, I can't make it this week. Okay. And then, like, if you have to say sorry, then the purpose is lost, you know. Yeah, exactly, Chilstrand. You know, there you go. Drink coffee and draw every Wednesday. That's perfect. And Dearborn, yeah, like I said, alcohol in my instance is just something I really enjoy. Like beer, the taste of a beer, especially this summer, is ridiculously tasty. That's my poison of choice. But that's me, and that shouldn't be obligatory for you guys. You should find what relaxes you. I relax with a beer. I just really enjoy drinking a beer. Like some drunk old man. But I do enjoy it. A beer, that is. It is my favorite drink. If they could do a really tasty alcohol-free beer, I would probably drink it. But unfortunately, there are none. Believe me, I have gone through a lot of alcohol-free beers to see if there is an option. There is. an option, unfortunately. Captain Jetlag, yeah, you know, you see that those kind of things are nice. And what I used to do in university as well, just say, stay around after this lesson on this day, and let's just have a drawing for an hour or something. And all the other guys or girls just said, oh, sure. And we all just hung around in the university after this one specific class and just hung around. And that apparently became tradition after I left. Oh yeah, I'm careful with alcohol. I mean, I'm not. I maybe have 3 beers, 4 beers, you know, total on a Friday. So it's not like I'm. But thanks for the concern, dear Bart. I do completely agree with you. Alcohol is something that is a poison for the body, but it's the sweet, sweet nectar of death. No, but yeah, alcohol is something you really better be careful with. Believe me, I know. And I respect the dangers of alcohol. I'm not abusing it. One minute left. Red wine is tasty as well, definitely. Captain Jetlag, yep, it's called Farewell Las Vegas. I must say, it's one of Cage's best movies. I love that movie. Sad, very sad, but very cool. It's definitely a good movie. And Dear Bird, yeah, I know about the dangers of alcohol firsthand in the family. So that's something I definitely am aware of the dangers of and respect. Not as a young man, then I didn't care, but when I got some sense, uh, yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna call it finished. Um, this will be it for this study. Next Monday, we'll start something else that I'm bad at. Let's say a portrait, another portrait. That's definitely one of my weaknesses. Having a look at the finished result, I can clearly see huge discrepancies between them. Um, I know where I have gone wrong. but it's fun. On Discord, there was someone saying, Atski, they did traditional, one of the portraits I did traditionally, and it's talking about measuring. It's really good. Like, if you look at mine now and you dart with your eyes back and forth, you can see where my discrepancies are. Like, this has to go further out. My problem is that I didn't, because of the nature of the stream and the warm-up, I didn't spend enough time measuring correctly. And I've been correcting it throughout the study, which is always the big problem. Right, so thanks everyone for joining in. Discord art competition is growing massively. I think I need a cutoff of the registration. Let's say if you want to join the competition, it's a elimination round art competition on my Discord. You have until, let's say, Wednesday. What is Monday today? Yeah. February 1st, you can no longer enroll in the art competition. So if you want to join, make sure you go to the Discord and sign up in the 2-week challenge 21. It's growing to quite a large number now, so it's going to be an awesome thing to see. And I'm going to try to get some rewards of some sorts. I'm going to poke some people I know and see if we can't get any swag. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining in. Have a fantastic day. Good night if you're in that part of the world. See you tomorrow morning. And I love you guys. Oh, I love you guys. You're the best.